Hey collective, it's Anne Marie. Happy early Friday, yay! It's my Friday, so it's cold and dreary out, so I was like, ooh, I just want to snuggle up in my bed with my cats. I know, exciting life. I thought we'd pull some cards and get some messages of clarity for those who like it. What does the dark universe want us to know? What does the dark universe want us to know? Thank you to my high vibrating ancestor spirit guides, divine incident beings, and source of light energy. Okay. Self-awareness. All right. What messages can we get today, Spirit? Transcend. Beyond what you think you know, number 36. What's about this transcend? Number 32, interesting. The wounded adult. Something about here moving beyond your beliefs about possibly take what resonates and leave the rest, about what healing is. There's a lot of inner child wounding that needs to be healed. However, society, whatever you want to, whatever, is telling us as an adult, the wounded adult, these are ways that you can heal. You can do CBT therapy, which is cognitive behavior therapy, aka therapy, talk therapy, right? You can do EMDR, which is a long name, but it's rapid eye movements. EMDR is really good for, in my opinion, for deep-rooted trauma. It's a good framework, a good foundation for trauma work. There's all kinds of therapeutic ways that you can heal or help heal your wounded adult. The wounded child then becomes the wounded adult, is what I just heard. So it's time to transcend and start to open your mind about different ways of healing, about adding different tools to your toolbox. It's interesting because I'm seeing like a circle ring, which is a red circle. But this has like a circle of thorns. It's not red, but it's like yellow with the rose in the middle. Healing is feeling. For some of you, taking a look at, and I say this with love always, there's a lot of tools to assist with the feelings that come along when we're healing deep trauma, right? There's Reiki that helps move your energy, which I'm a big fan of because I'm a Reiki practitioner. There's sound healing, tuning forks, meditation. There's shadow work books. There's all kinds of things, and I this is just my opinion. I believe that those are amazing tools to use to help with the symptoms of the emotions that we're feeling. And I mean no offense, but if you choose to get offended, that's you. Some people feel as though if they just do enough yoga, if they do sound healing, if they just do, A, B, C, and D, that it will heal these wounds. Stay with me. And sometimes it inadvertently avoids the feelings and emotions that come along when you recall certain traumatic events that have happened in your life. I know for me, when I was getting the downloads about being sex trafficked as a child and a lot of SA that happened in my life, all I could do in my old apartment is curl up on my ottoman and just bawl. I cried for hours. My eyes hurt. Every part of my body hurt because I just cried and cried because it was just, the visions and the memories just wouldn't stop. Every time I went into a deep meditation, a ancestral healing meditation, all the memories started to come back. The old Anne-Marie would have used a substance or called somebody for a little get-together, or something to manage those emotions. Spirit is calling, and this doesn't have to be for deep wounded healing, it could be for anything, but it's like to really allow whatever the emotions are, is to feel them. It's okay to be fucking pissed off. It's okay to be angry for what happened to you. It's okay to have all those range of emotions. We live in a society where it's like, you know, we start as a child, we shame children for being angry, we shame each other for having emotions or feelings about things. You're allowed to be fucking pissed off about the shit that happened to you. You should have had the parents that cared for you and loved for you. You should have had caregivers that showed you a certain way. You know, I don't like the word should, but you know, it's, and I hate that you didn't get those things, whatever it is that didn't afford you to grow up to be a healthy adult, emotionally healthy adult. You may have had parents or caregivers that were did not have emotional intelligence, that were unable to manage their emotions in an effective way, or they just acted like everything was fine. Like, everything's fine here. Don't talk about this. Just like, why? Just don't talk about this. This is not what's going on. Or they would then project, you're feeling too much, you're oversensitive, you just need to let it go. So whatever the scenario is, I hate that you experienced that. And what happens is when we are raised by adults or caregivers or in a society that doesn't allow us to feel the fucking emotions, to feel the anger, the betrayal, the hurt, you know, that part of it. It's like it becomes this cloud over us where people don't want to really express it. And when I used to work with families and children, I would say, you have every right to feel the way you want to feel. However, how you express that and what you do with that does matter. You can be angry all you want, but going and slashing someone's tires is not the most possible positive way, healthy way to deal with those emotions. So we're looking at the emotions we have and how we're able to manage those emotions. Are we continually pushing them down by doing outside things that assists with us not really feeling the emotion? Is that making sense? I'm also hearing it's important to take, again, a deeper look at what it is that you think you know about your the emotional trauma, right? The emotional piece of the trauma, like how the depths of that emotional trauma has truly affected you to your core being. What behaviors have you learned to protect yourself that no longer benefit you as an adult? It doesn't matter if you're 30, 40, 50, 60, or 70 years old. There's always room to grow. And it's okay if you've lived half of your life mismanaging your emotions or displacing your emotions. However, there's always we can always start over, right? I mean, I really didn't start really managing my emotions effectively or in a healthy way until my late 40s. I thought I was, but I wasn't. How are those emotions affecting you on your day-to-day life? There's a new way. It's like beyond what you think you know when it comes to the wounded adult. You may have been someone who, excuse me, in your family, like I said, that they try to get you to push emotions, or like, well, you don't talk to your family about what's going on in your personal life because you were taught, you know, everyone just keeps their feelings to themselves. You keep your emotions to yourself, right? Which is very toxic, because then we grow up as adults being afraid of the feelings, or being ashamed of feeling angry, being ashamed of feeling certain things that we're feeling, and that's where this wounded adult is coming in. Is that making sense? So this message is just about looking at, like, how, as a wounded adult, what behaviors or patterns have you learned about dealing with emotions? Are you truly allowing yourself to feel whatever it is that you're feeling without trying to mask it with outside things? Yes, those things make us feel better. Getting our chakras aligned, singing bowls. Like I said, Reiki is my biggest thing. Reiki is really good as well to help move that energy. However, those are just tools to help manage those emotions. Are you truly feeling the depths, the anger, the despair, the frustration, the betrayal? A lot of the people who watch me have experienced multiple of these deep-seated wounds. And then we're you know, if you become spiritual, whatever, like, oh, we're just, you know, I just forgive and let go. No, feel that shit. Feel that shit. It's okay to be pissed off. It's just, how do you manage that emotion? How do you deal with it? What ways? Open and expand your mind on ways to manage these emotions. I guarantee you it will create a beautiful space, we're almost out of time, sorry, in your heart and soul